EvoPod viewers and listeners. I'm your host SK.
I'm your co-host Ruben.
Welcome back to EvoPod, and today we're going to talk about: does cardio necessary for fat loss, or do you need cardio to lose fat?
So, popular opinion is cardio is the only way to lose fat, and we are here to tell you that cardio is not the only way to lose fat. In fact, it's probably you can use it as a supplement, not as the
Yeah,
main thing.
the main thing there, obviously. Cardio, but a lot of people, they have bad perception about cardio and also good perception. Cardio is good actually, like really, where if in a short term we can say it's like it's good for your health,
Yes,
obviously.
it. That's the thing. It's good for your health, like
Yeah,
the name suggests.
yeah.
Cardiovascular. It
Cardiovascular.
it helps your heart. It helps you. Say if you're looking to actually gain endurance and stuff like that,
Yeah.
it's great exercise to do as such. But fat loss, is it the only way? No. The main idea for fat loss or even weight loss in general is calorie deficit. And the other way to do it is by working out, increasing your muscle mass.
Yeah.
That helps actually cut down your weight in long term, because as how everyone should know, muscle mass, to actually sustain muscle, it takes more energy. So you're going to burn calories even while you're resting to actually
Yeah.
maintain
Because
the
the
muscle mass.
tissue, tissue muscle itself uses a lot of calories to function. So that's why we like really a lot of people ask people to build muscle while being in calorie deficit. It helps a lot in a lot of ways. And recently, I
Yeah.
posted about strengthening. There's a lot of benefit by doing strengthening while you using this basically. Cardio,
Longevity is the main thing.
yeah, actually, yes. Like cardio is
Strength training
just
increases your bone density, it
the
increases your quality of life, it
you get
helps with actually
stronger.
prolonging. Yeah, it actually helps with prolonging uh, your peak. As in,
Yeah.
once you get to a certain point, right?
Mm,
If you're not exercising, your body is going to deteriorate faster
mm,
than if you're actually exercising. So you can't fight time, you can't
true.
fight age, but you can um, slow down the process of age actually working on you. And the way to do that is by exercising. And the easiest way to do that is by actually lifting weights,
Mm,
so that your you can actually work for longer lah.
true. Cardio is just a tool actually sometimes, but I would say that cardio is definitely increases your energy expenditure higher compared to strength training. It, yes, 1 hour of cardio, obviously 1 hour of cardio burns more calorie compared to the strengthening, but you can't keep up with the intensity level of the cardio that you should do if you want to compare with the strength training. So
Yes.
it's like if you want to burn more calories for 1 hour during the cardio session, but you have to keep up with the intensity level. It's like you have to, let's say you want to run at 8 mph, okay, miles per hour. You are running at 8 mph. So you have to maintain that level of intensity for 1 hour to beat the level of intensity that you are.
Imagine going
Yeah,
on a treadmill for that speed continuously.
yeah.
It'd be like
So,
half an
yeah.
hour. I want to run for half an hour. You set this one 10 kilometers per hour, and then you're running, and then
Oh,
you're like,
I cannot
oh
imagine
my god,
that.
no! I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it.
I have done cardio, right. I really can't wait to finish the cardio every single time. It's like I want to finish this. Okay, I will be like looking at every second counts. It's the every second is like hour for me. Like, yo, why is not finishing? Why it's not
When
finishing?
I actually don't. When I don't feel like stopping when if I'm running. If I'm running, like say in the park or something, right? Then my mind always goes everywhere when I'm running.
Yeah,
So I'm like, okay, the new things that are coming, the new people that I'm seeing, all that keeps me active. But
yeah.
if I'm on a treadmill, right, I don't feel like running at all. I just
You,
feel like dropping.
it's either in our gym we'll be staring at the mirror lah. Obviously, we'll be staring at the mirror, and then we'll be
Staring at the
imagining
window
something
outside.
else. The window, the cars coming in and out. How long you want to stare there only? Like, how many
The
cars?
worst part, right, is that junction, the T junction, right?
Yeah,
Every time there will be one stupid accident there,
yeah.
and
So
we
we'll be
just
like,
be running there and watching that accident there.
and then we'll be like, oh, accident. Okay, that's new information. So we'll be running and then thinking that. So we'll be like doing the same thing. So no, I'm not saying that it's like it's bad or you cannot do, it's boring or anything. There are people who enjoy cardio. I have
Yeah,
seen people who enjoy cardio. They like the sweat, the intensity, and then yeah, they enjoy cardio. But it's just that some of us couldn't enjoy cardio. I enjoy weightlifting, just like you enjoy weightlifting. Some people enjoy dancing. Dancing is a form of cardio, obviously. Dancing is a form
yeah.
of cardio. Uh, Skipping is a form of cardio. Swimming, all these stuff are form
Cardio,
of cardio.
cardio is when you're actually raising your
Heart
heart
level
rate up.
up to
So,
70 to 80%.
yeah, anything that you're actually doing continuously to actually raise your heart rate up, maintain it at a level, just
Hmm.
like how you're doing when you're running, it's cardio. But the thing is, don't do hit and say that you're doing cardio. I mean, or don't do cardio and say that you're doing hit because
Yeah.
that is depressing.
Ca- can you consider cardio as least not hit? Yes.
Yeah,
Like
walking,
yeah, it's least. I would say cardio is a very
low
less
intensity, steady
intensity.
state, lah.
Steady state. Yeah. But high intensity. Well, it depends. You can make cardio has high intensity. It's like you increase a certain period of time, like you increase the speed like to 10 to 12 mph, and then you run very fast, and then you take quick rest, and then you run again, and then you rest, and
Yeah.
then you run again. So that we can consider as hit. But if you are at
But the thing
steady,
is, right? You want to do that, yeah, but you have to know, like, okay, if you've been training for years and you know, okay, this is my 100%, this is my 110%, this is my 90%. If you know your levels, right? If you know
mm,
like how much you're pushing, your intensity that you're pushing, then yeah, hit is for you because you need to know that you're actually going all out. You need to be thinking that you're being chased by a bloody bull, then that intensity that you get from actually being chased by a bull, right? You need that. That's the whole point of heat.
yeah,
That's the
so
whole point of heat.
hit,
But if
yeah.
you don't actually push yourself to that extent, then it's not heat.
Actually, most of
It's
the
not.
people
You're probably
do,
doing modern intensity only.
yeah, most of the people claims that they doing hit, but in reality they don't, because hit requires for you to go over the edge at a certain
Yeah.
level to reach the level of intensity. That's why it's called high intensity level. Even if you do hit right, it's a very high intensity of cardio. You won't even sustain for few minutes.
That's why when
It's
people
very
say they're
hard to.
doing 30 minutes of heat and all that, I'll be like,
No, you
the
don't.
hell are you doing heat? Ah?
No, no,
The
it's
hell
not
are you
hit.
doing heat?
It's not hit. It's already least actually.
Yeah. I mean, if you're doing heat, you're probably going to last at most 10 minutes.
Yeah, you won't
At
pass
most.
that. Yeah, it's very high. Imagine doing burpees at a very high fast rate without any rest. Oh, that's like very high intense. It's very intense. Very high.
And like when you're pushing up for the burpees, right, when you're actually kicking yourself off, you need to be jumping as hard as you can. Like you're trying to reach something. Like your
Yeah,
life depends on it.
yeah,
Then yeah.
yeah.
And yes. There are so many different ways of doing cardio. The easiest way to do it is walking. The quite challenging way to do it is moderate intensity.
Mm.
The most challenging is high intensity. But should you do high intensity? High intensity is not for everyone.
Yeah.
If you're overweight, don't do high intensity.
So never,
You're
never go
going,
for. Especially
yeah,
if
you're going to
yeah,
put too much stress on yourself.
you
Your
can
body is not going
even
to be able to take it.
you can even put your life at risk sometimes if you're beginner and
Yes.
then you're obese. So if you're going for the hit kind of workout, that's it's a lot of pressure for your heart to pump that much of blood throughout your body. That's very taxing to your heart. I wouldn't really suggest. Just
Which
start.
is why in literally every person that I talk to, right, who says, I'm doing hit, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, like, okay, hit is not for us, it's for legitimate athletes, people
Yeah.
who are actually competing to be in the highest level. So that cardio is there, it's there. You don't have to do that to lose weight. You
Mm.
just do moderate intensity or low intensity if
Density.
you want to lose weight.
Yeah.
But just if you want to maintain, or if you want to, like, build muscle, and you don't really focus on um like weight loss as much, I would say you want to build cardio, go for a walk, go for a slow jog, do something that is at the moderate intensity to low intensity, just to give you that edge over the calorie deficit,
Yeah.
and do strength training or crossfit or whatever that you want to do, and build muscle.
I always
Done.
suggest like 80% of your workout if resistant training, and then 20% you put it as cardio. It's like more than balance. It's like very good training. Like
Yeah.
80% of cardio, 80% of strength, and then 20% of cardio is like solid workout plan that you have. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Even every day, it's like 15 to 20 minutes. You go for like incline walk or a steady state cardio like running. So any kind of cardio that you want to do should be okay to improve your cardiovascular system. So and
And
then
you
you
don't
go,
have to do the same thing every day either. You can
you
probably go for a walk on Monday, go
and
for a
then
jog on Tuesday, go for a swim
cycling,
on Wednesday,
cycling,
play badminton on,
then
yeah, play badminton,
yeah, play futsal.
play tennis, games, anything.
I like futsal. My form of cardio used to be during the before pandemic. And I started my futsal again. Then I was going like every Sunday. I'll go for the futsal. 1 hour cardio. Yeah, it feels good when you are doing
Yeah.
cardio in that with the sports that you like. It's like
Yes.
so yeah. Some people like badminton, right? And then they do want to do badminton and then they go for run, but they end up leaving you're not doing the run properly. So rather than doing that, you can go for the badminton and then you work on your badminton skill. You also can work on your badminton skill and then
Yeah.
you do cardio there. So it's like a win-win situation there. Why you want to waste
Yes.
time? Go for the running rather than you can do the cardio in during your badminton time.
I I I personally, I like running. I like any sport that actually, I mean, I like cardio in general, but yes, I have a bit more fun in running. In fact, just before the MCO started, I actually was running, and the feel that I get from getting up in the morning and going out for a run even before the sun rises, right? It is freaking awesome for me. That sense of satisfaction you get from actually completing a run,
Mm.
coming back home, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna take a nice bath, I'm gonna have breakfast. That feeling that you get from completion, is awesome. I think that happens in any form of cardio that you do,
Yeah,
but you
it's
should like it.
relieving. Yeah, like it. Like
Yeah.
I like running sometimes. I do like doing cardio, but I also don't like the fact that I need to replace the amount of calorie that I burn by eating.
Uh,
I really
because you're already
hate.
eating a lot too.
Yeah, I already eating a lot, and then I have to burn calorie to run, and then I have to eat for that, bro. That's a lot of food I have to eat. There's a struggle that I find lah. Like people, whenever the people say, "Oh, you're skinny, you have a high metabolism, so you don't even have to worry
Yo,
about losing weight."
but
No, bro, I have to
anyone
worry about
who,
gaining weight.
anyone who's following those, those watch trackers,
Yeah, watch
or
trackers. Yeah,
the phone trackers and all that, when you're running or doing any exercise, right? Please don't believe it 100%.
yeah.
It's
No, please.
probably
Yes,
it's
yes.
probably 70% correct,
Correct. Yeah,
especially in the calories department.
yeah,
When it says you've burned 1,000 calories, right?
yeah.
Do you know how much effort it takes you to burn 1,000 calories?
Oh, that's a lot. No, like people, even the meters that you find on the treadmills, the watch, any kind of any form of things that you wear on your wrist to find the calorie that you burn. Obviously, it's not true. There is research that done that it's very uh, not accurate. It's not accurate up
Yeah.
to 70. It's not accurate up to 70%. I'm not saying accuracy is 70%. It's not accurate up to 70%.
Damn. That means it's
So
even lower than that.
yeah, which means it's not accurate at all. If you want to find the calorie that you burn, there's a lot of things that you have to take in under
In
circumstances. Like
consideration, yeah.
consideration is like your body weight involves in how much calorie you burn, your metabolic
Your
rate, your
heart rate, your
metabolism,
basal heart rate,
your basal heart rate, your
your
metabolism, the
uh,
pace, how much pace you are going to burn the calorie, how much pace. If you
and if you're running, the bloody incline also takes comes
yeah
into consideration.
consideration, so a
Every
lot of
percentage increase is a double. I think it's double or triple. I forgot lah.
yeah.
I was reading it somewhere. Double or triple the amount of calories. That is
So a lot of things that goes under circumcision, like whenever you have to take under consideration whenever you want to find the calorie that you burn. Obviously, you cannot do that because there's a lot of things. Even biologically, you can. It's very hard. So when it
you know
comes
you
to
know those movies where you're actually training for sport and then they have like
you wear a lot
uh,
of wires
all
and
that
everything.
thing.
Yeah,
Unless you're doing that
that
right,
yes,
unless
yes,
you're doing that, you're
yeah.
not finding the truth.
I was going to say that because you have to do that to find the calorie that you're burning. Researchers do that. You have to wear lots of wires around you, the vest. They have to find your VO2 max. You have to wear a mask.
That mask.
So all this you
I
have
think
to
Ronaldo did this once, right? A few years back.
no
There was a
every
picture of him out.
every athletes do that actually. Every
Yeah.
time you transfer for a club, they will find the level of VO2 max, intensity. So that time you can find the amount of calories that you burn. Even that 80% is correct. Okay, 80% is correct.
Yeah.
Even that the level of all these things you do, you have like 70-80% correct. Then and then you are saying that a watch is finding the calorie that you burn.
I think the best you can use the watch for is for steps, is for
Yeah.
distance, maybe. Distance also, I wouldn't be so like so it's not me. I used to have a smartwatch,
Mm.
and whenever I go running, right, I normally take the distance only for that one round, or say I would actually just take the steps for that one round, and I keep multiplying the steps that I take for that round.
Mm.
Or I just take the distance for one round and multiply. Because sometimes if you're taking, if you go closer to that circle or slightly outside of the circle, right,
Mm.
it shows you a bloody big difference. Or
The
it
steps,
shows
is it?
you not just the steps, the distance itself.
Mm.
I don't know how it calculates the difference, but it shows you sometimes some watches, maybe more expensive watches have more accuracy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, don't rely so much on it.
Yeah.
It's like saying, your car's fuel gauge. When you drive aggressively, it changes. When you drive less aggressively, it changes, right?
Yeah.
You know how accurate the car gauge is. The hell, it's the same thing,
It's the same thing, lah. No, it's like I do have friends like they bought this Apple watches. Yeah, even my housemates they bought Apple watches, and then my friend today before this podcast he sent me one message that saying that it burns 300 calorie, 400 calorie. It shows me. I already said that it's not accurate, but still sending me. But yes, obviously it gives you a sense of accountability for you to do workout. Yeah, go ahead, no problem. But when you ask me, I would break your heart and then say you that Apple Watch or Samsung Watch that shows you how much calorie you burn is a waste of money because it's not true.
It is.
It is true. Yeah, I'm going to say that because I'm saying in this podcast.
I broke my client's heart as well.
It will break because data is much more important than your feelings. Lane Norton always say this, Lane Norton always says this. Your data is much more important than your feelings because data can break your heart. It is the truth. You cannot deny that. When people do research, 5 to 10 research, and then they collect data and then they came up to a conclusion saying that it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You cannot say, oh no, I bought this watch for so expensive and everything, blah blah blah. It doesn't work.
You buy it for the feel of security. You buy it for the feel of
to be accountable with. Yes, obviously you can do.
Yeah.
Obviously you can do that.
Take into consideration only the variables that actually may matter.
Yeah.
You don't have to, please do not follow calories from watches or phones and all that stuff, because
You're
they
going to be
have a
wrong.
very, very basic algorithm or calculation that does not take into consideration
Mm.
your individual body values. It doesn't. It cannot. So there are a lot of variables that come into play, which are not accurate on your watches, phones, laptops,
Steps, yes, I would say
whatever.
it's correct. Steps, yeah, I would recommend for you to follow the steps that you
Mm.
track on, because they have specific these is yeah, steps is pretty accurate actually. 80 to
That's
90% is correct. Yeah, steps are correct. You can obviously you can rely on the steps that it tracks, because
distance, not that much though.
a distance I'm not sure about it. Distance, no, huh?
Distance maybe about 80 90% lah. Sometimes it'll go haywire because
No, for me, if you
if you're
ask
using
me,
GPS watches,
yeah, if you ask me, 80 to 90% is already accurate, quite accurate
uh,
already. So it's okay, no
because if you're
problem.
using GPS watches, sometimes it loses the connection and then you're
Mm,
gone case lah, because it
mm.
doesn't track your distance. But steps, yes, because it
Step,
uses
yes.
some kind of
The
spoke, if
motion,
I'm not mistaken.
the motion, they use the motion
Yeah,
actually. I don't understand. They use the motion of your phone, sometimes the watch, so the motion that
the
it gives you, so they track using that. So I've done because during my competition time I was tracking my steps a lot, so I was increasing my energy expenditure by doing the steps
but
count.
then you can trick your phone with that, you know. Some
Yeah,
people
some
they'll just use that done
ah
ready,
done ready, but obviously you don't do that,
bloody
like,
fools.
yeah, don't do that because you're fooling yourself.
God
uh,
damn it.
like, yeah, watches, because yeah, a lot of people are using that, but it gives you accountable sense of accountability. Yes, go ahead, but I don't believe it, because whenever people do cardio, they tend to, whenever people want to work out self, they start to buy it really, like any kind of watch, or because costing the thousands. You better hire yourself a coach. Now, why you want to buy that?
I mean, if you want to be accountable for, I mean, for your, say you're doing cardio and you're going around in circles, go ahead and count the damn circles.
It's better, right? It's easier if you're going around Taman,
Ah,
and then just count the circle that you do
just
lah.
count the circles lah. Simple.
The best way to
Life
track,
made easy.
because they track that because they want to identify what they eat. Like, okay, if I burn 500 calories, so I can eat 2000 calories. No, you don't do that. If you eat 2000 calories and then you lost weight, that means you are in deficit. So you maintain that. You only be accountable with your weight and then your calorie intake. It's easy. You eat it 2000, you reduce weight and then maintain. Like, if you don't, reduce more lah. So there's no need for the watch to play a role here.
And by the way, if you're in a small enough calorie deficit, you're not going to see much changes
Yeah,
on the scale.
yeah.
So don't trust it either. Trust the mirror
Mm.
and take pictures under the same lighting in front of the same mirror in the same poses, because then you will see the differences. You're building muscle while losing fat. You're definitely not going to see a lot of difference on the
That's
scale
actually a pretty good.
unless you're in a big calorie deficit.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good topic to talk to, how to measure yourself, your progress. So I think we can talk about our next podcast, right, about this,
Podcast, yeah.
the things that you need to take when you were to measure. So yeah,
Yeah, I even moved my mirror here because there's lighting here.
so cardio, yes, we went until cardio to here. So it's pretty much the same
That's why.
actually. Yeah,
Whether cardio necessary to whether cardio is, I mean, what
yeah,
cardio
fat
should you
loss.
do and
Yeah,
all that stuff. Very hell.
cardio, yeah, want to do it, yes, go ahead. Again, it's just a tool that you're going to increase your energy expenditure. It definitely not necessary. If you want to do it, yes, go ahead. If you don't want to do it, yes, it's okay, just stick with strength training. As long as you're in deficit, you're going to lose weight. That's the big rule. people say that I want to address this also. People say that no, calorie tracking is not correct. Blah blah blah. It's not. Yeah, obviously, yes, it's true that calorie that you consume, that sometimes it's not correct. How the body utilizes the calorie intake that you intake, it's not correct.
Like
It can.
that means right, macros also not important, you know.
Yeah,
Calories is good enough already. If to
yeah,
lose weight. If you want to stay healthy, then of course track your macros. But then
yeah,
if you want to just simply lose weight or gain weight, macros is calories is good enough.
yeah.
Lady food.
Just that calorie obviously makes a difference when it comes. Why people like us want to stay firm on the calories, because we don't want you to believe bullshits out there. Any kind of detox tea or this or blah blah, blah can work, help you to lose weight. Calorie restriction helps you to lose weight because there are tons of research out there. A lot of things are being done on based on calorie restriction, because because calorie restriction is like a constant variable in all the research done. Keto diet, intermittent fasting diet, all this kind of diet, so they always make sure to compare with calorie restriction, so that
You know
yes,
what?
calorie matters.
Any one of you who wants to actually get extremely meticulous with calories and all that stuff, right? Get yourself a damn chemical lab where you
Yeah.
can actually just check every food and see how many calories it takes to actually consume the food, and then go ahead and eat it, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead and eat the same amount so that you know exactly how many calories goes into your body. But I'm sure that it takes a lot more calories to consume that food in your body itself. So
Yeah,
you
true,
may
true.
have to actually cut yourself open and take the hormones and check it. So
Because calorie the label that it says can be manipulated up to 20%. Yes, it's true. Just that, but like I always say this, 100 gram of rice is totally different calorie intake with 100 gram of nuts. Both are 100 gram, yes, but the amount of calorie that it provides totally different. 100
totally
gram of
different. Yeah.
nuts is more calories compared to 100 gram of rice, obviously. So this is what calorie plays important role. I always stay firm the fact that calorie matters no matter what.
Oh shit! I don't have that shit. I'm not wearing that shit right now. I'm
Yeah,
wearing the coach.
coach man. We in our gym t-shirt we have the fact that we say
Calories matter.
calorie matter. Our motto is there. It is our motto there. Calorie matters no matter what. Fuck everything else.
I'm actually going to take a picture of that, right? And then
Yeah,
post it on my Instagram.
yeah.
Make it my Instagram tiles.
Andela.
Be nice. Uh,
Hey guys, I hope you guys you don't need cardio obviously, so we told you that. I hope you guys
Cardio is supplementary.
yeah, supplementary. It just that
Supplementary. If
it's a tool.
you don't know the word, please go look it up, because
Yeah,
just like your protein powders, just like your BCAA, your vitamins, and all those stuff, you don't need it. You just want it because it helps.
yeah.
Hence the supplementary helps you if you just don't get enough of it. So that's what it means. And yeah.
So we are ending our session today. Signing off. Escape.
And Ruben.
Thank you. See you guys again soon.
Level.